It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
Right to the air goes Daniels. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, and I don't think it's going to be his last.
Got his man at the 6. What a pickup, a gain of 18, and it sets up first and goal.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone, and listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not, and you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Play action. Here's Daniels. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. Got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Third and goal. It's Daniels. That one taken in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown number 9 for the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now a return coming from the 14. Brings this back all the way to midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 60, at the 60. 79 Bronco. 70 Timberwolf.
Now this time they'll look to throw. This is caught at the 2. That is catch number 60 for the season.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
70 range, 70 range. Ready?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. Good blocking, and he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Johnston motioning over. Daniels now on 1st down. He'll check this down to the running back.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Let's go now.
On first down, Daniels. That's down the field and intercepted. And the Thunderbirds are going to take over here at their own 22.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Up the sideline at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he is gone. 78 yards. It's a touchdown. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one brought in by Nakua. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's complete left side to Pickens. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Daniels gonna throw again. Open man left side, he's got it. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this. Then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game. That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
To the air again is Daniels. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 14-7 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Third and 2. Here's Daniels. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Commanders. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Commanders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. They'll return this from the 11. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. They'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. It is a touchdown. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Johnston motioning over. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. This one is complete. It's Pickens. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Even in the air, here's Daniels. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. That his second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. The extra point, up and good. And the Commanders will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. He'll take it at the 12.
And we've seen him take one back earlier in the year, and he just about added another one. He's proven to be someone to game plan against in the return game, and that was a heck of a run back.
On first down, it's Robinson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Let's go. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. A gain there of 11. And that will be a first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield. Leads to a big pickup.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Quick throw, taken in, to the goal line, and in. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Thunderbirds go up by 7, 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Daniels now going to look to throw. Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
And he will get into the end zone. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Commanders. A try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This fielded at about the 9. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to...
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Tennessee.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
He'll let this go for Pickens. And this will be incomplete.
That's clinic tape here by the receiver. He identifies quickly it's man coverage, and you've got a go route. You've got to stack that defender, get on top of him, and make him play through your body to contest the throw. This ball's thrown with better accuracy. Not only is it a big completion, but he's got a chance to take this thing the distance.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. Again, working deep downfield. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. First and 10 now from the 36.
Set up. Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19. Warrior 70.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That's caught. And he will score. Touchdown Thunderbirds. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The kick is good, so add one more, and it will take a first-half lead into the locker room. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Ready.
We'll try the right side with Robinson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here for Robinson. Room up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 70 yards for the touchdown. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. The extra point try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Thunderbirds will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10.
19 light.
Play action. Here's Daniels. And That one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
I've been in enough locker rooms in my day, Mike, and pretty much all of the messages are the same. We want to start the second half fast. We want to take the fight to our opponent. Well, snapping the ball inside your own 5-yard line after that sack, I promise you, was not part of the speech. And if they're not careful, they're on the verge of surrendering 2 points here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll let this go for Pickens. He's got it! A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
60 Eagles, 18, right here. Go!
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, but contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
That'll be intercepted. And the Thunderbirds are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Set!
They send the tight end in motion. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
And this is going to be incomplete, and it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. This is away, and it's a very good kick. Angled toward the sideline.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Daniels now on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Daniels to throw on second down. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And he will go all the way. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's a designed run. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. The Thunderbirds getting their punter out there as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Daniels. Yep, the man is Johnston. He's got it. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He runs with it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Daniels. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
Now Daniels. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's complete, left side to Pickens. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down?
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Commanders. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
That ties the game at 44.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. handoff. Here's Robinson running right. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll look to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Hunter out there for the Thunderbirds. Important punt here in this tie game late. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. There's that man again. Another catch. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Third and a yard. It's Daniels. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
On gain of 19 yards. And the Washington first down.
To the air again is Daniels. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
He'll let this go for Pickens. That is hard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making. And I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
Daniels gonna throw again. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver.
That ball intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Thunderbirds will take over here at their own 12.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Here's 1st and 10.
Go!
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That ball intercepted.
It's just what a turn of events, Mike. You have the ball. You're thinking all we need to do is milk the clock, get into field goal range, and win this thing in regulation. But now after that turnover, you find yourself now back trailing, and I'm not sure there's enough time for them to come back.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st down.
Let's go!
Tight end going in motion here. Right back to the air following that pick 6. Short pass taken in by the tight end. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Back to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come 19! Come 19! Hut, hut.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. Set up. Tracking 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Set up.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. 17 yards on that connection. That's enough for a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Okay, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Go.
Here we go. One final play. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.